Hey Addison, y'all come on in, and we'll get started shortly. Talking about selling on Amazon, how I make money selling on Amazon. So y'all come on in, and we'll get started shortly. Hey Divine Image, hey y'all come on in. I was just on live and my daughter called me, so I had to get off, and now I'm back. So y'all come on in, and we're gonna talk about selling on Amazon, how I make money selling on Amazon. So y'all come on in, just waiting for the live to pick up and get out in the algorithm, and we'll get started shortly. Hey Lady Stooks, hey Lisa Love, hey y'all come on in, and we'll get started shortly. Again, talking about selling on Amazon, how I make money selling on Amazon. So y'all come on in, and again, we'll get started shortly. Hey, a spiritual journey. Hopefully I'm saying it. Okay, I see it. Hey y'all come on in. Again, we'll get started shortly, talking about selling on Amazon, how I make money selling on Amazon. Y'all, I was just on live and had to get off. Y'all know how it is. One of my kids called me. Like every time I get on live, somebody is calling. But y'all come on in, come on in. We're gonna talk about it again, how I make money selling on Amazon the easy way, with the arbitrage business model. So if that's something you want to learn, as I always say, you're definitely in the right place at the right time. So y'all come on in. I'm gonna just wait a little bit for the live to pick up and get out in the algorithm. When I first come on, it takes a little bit to pick up. So y'all come on in. Hey Jazzy, hey Light with Miss T. Y'all come on in, and we're gonna talk about it, y'all, because as I keep telling y'all, we're already in the middle of September, so it is time to get focused on our goals, time to get focused on the income that we want to make. So y'all come on in, and we're gonna talk about it. Hey y'all come on in. Hey Jazzy, Gen X, y'all come on in. Again, wait for the live to pick up and get out in the algorithm. If y'all are new here, let me know. Again, we're going to talk about selling on Amazon, how I make money selling on Amazon the easy way with the arbitrage business model, y'all. That is what I do, and that is what I teach my students. If you already know, you know. If y'all are already connected to me, then you already know. If you're new here, well, you're going to learn about me today. We're going to learn today, okay, how to get to the bag and get to the money, y'all, because that's what it's all about: securing the bag, securing our future, leveling up and bossing up to get our money up, right? Because we're already at the tail end, basically, of the year, and we only have a few more left to make it happen for us and our family. So it's definitely time to get to the bag and get to the money. You got to get out of your own way, right, to get to the money. You are the only one stopping you from accomplishing your goals, accomplishing your dreams. So y'all come on in, and we're going to talk about it, because I'm serious and passionate about what I do. A lot of people want to learn, and I'm an advocate for your learning, because the more you learn, the more you're going to earn. If you take time to just learn a skill, right, get started, take action, believe in yourself, then you can definitely get to the bag. So y'all come on in. We're going to talk about it. As y'all are coming in, y'all let me know where y'all are watching me from. If you're new here, thank you, Jazzy. Jazzy said, beautiful house. Yeah, I'm in my backyard, y'all. I'm in my backyard. My husband need to cut the grass. He got to cut in this area. He didn't cut over here. But yeah, I'm sitting out in my backyard under the gazebo. I always get this thing mixed up. Y'all see, I'm sitting out in the backyard. So y'all come on in. We're going to talk about it again, how you can accomplish your goals, how you can accomplish your dreams. So if y'all are new here, let me know. Thank you, Jazzy. Okay, New Jersey. Awesome. For those that don't know me, y'all, I'm in Virginia, and I'm definitely going to introduce myself. So y'all come on in. Now, first, let me give the income disclaimer, y'all, whenever I come on TikTok Live, to be safe with community guidelines. During this live broadcast, I'm going to talk about money I make and money that my students make, have made, we make, they have made. However, I do not guarantee anybody's income. I just have to get that disclaimer when we're talking about income, to be safe with TikTok community guidelines. Also, to let y'all know, disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, okay? I am just letting y'all know what have worked for me and my students, and how we're making money, getting to the bag, getting to the money. Okay, new here, Arizona. Okay, CK Elegant. So y'all let me know, what questions do y'all have? If you spend money on Amazon, put me in the chat. Because those that are new here, I make money selling on Amazon with the arbitrage business model. What is the arbitrage business model, y'all? It is a skill of getting items for low, either in a retail store or online, and we sell these items for higher on Amazon to make a profit, y'all. That is how I make money. For those who don't know me, I've been selling on Amazon for 6+ years. I've been teaching others how to do the same for 5 years. I make 10K, 20K plus per month. I have made over $1 million in my business collectively, and I have students that make 10K, 20K plus per month. Me selling on Amazon, y'all, I've been able to not only replace my income, but I was able to replace my husband's income as well. And I have students who have been able to fire their boss and replace their income. So if that's something you want to learn how to do, also put a me in the chat, because I see some of you are spending money on Amazon. New here, Louisiana, exactly. And that was my motto, y'all. If I'm spending money on Amazon, let me figure out how to make money selling on Amazon, right? If I'm spending money on Amazon, let me figure out how to make money selling on Amazon, because I know that's something that I can do. So let me explain it to you, and I'm going to break it down. How do I sell on Amazon, y'all? I sell on Amazon with the arbitrage business model. Again, how do we get started selling on Amazon? I'm going to walk you through step by step. All I ask is that if you're getting value, you're getting information, you're getting educated, tap, tap, tap. Let's get it up to 10K, y'all. Also, share the live out, because people don't want this information. People need this information. Somebody is tired right now. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. Somebody is like, we in September, this year almost over, and I have not made the money I want to make. I made a promise to myself I was going to replace my income. I was going to fire my boss. I was going to level up. Somebody hasn't did it yet, and that is something that you can do. You got to get out of your own way, right? You got to take action, and you got to get started, y'all, right? What goals do you have, and how are you going to get there? I'm going to tell you what I do, y'all, and what I teach my students. Now, with the arbitrage business model, you do not need an LLC, tax ID number, EIN number. You can start this business with your first name, last name, social security number. That's it. That's all. Why does the arbitrage business model work for me, and why has it been working for my students? You can make money online a lot of ways, y'all, but you got to create content, right? If you know what I'm talking about, just let me know. Yes or no. You got to create content. You got to grow a following. You got to figure out who your target audience is. You got to post on social media. You got to be, up front in the camera, right? To grow your brand, to grow your following. Thank you, Tosh. And if that's something y'all don't want to do, because I'm an introvert. Where are my introvert people at? And I tell y'all all the time, believe it or not, I am an introvert. I come online to tell y'all, hey, you can make some money, right? Because that is what I do without working a job. I haven't worked a job in a long time, and it is a beautiful thing. But how do you get there? So number one, you got to change your mindset, right? You got to change your mindset. You got to start believing in yourself, right? You got to start taking action, right? You got to start staying consistent, right? You got to start getting serious, right, about the income that you want to make, because a lot of times we say we want to make a certain income. We say we want to make a certain amount of money, but we're not doing anything about it. And that is something that we got to change, because ultimately how your life goes is totally up to you. I say it all the time. You are the author of your story. And some of you are on this live and you don't like the way your story is going, the way your life is going right now, the way your income is. And that's okay, because I used to be there until I got out of my own way, right? I made it up in my mind. Let me change my financial situation. Hello, I'm an introvert. Okay, yeah, shout out to my introverts, y'all. And this is what you will love about selling on Amazon. So when I say we're selling on Amazon, y'all, I'm not talking about Amazon affiliate. I'm not talking about Amazon influencer, where again, you got to create content. You want to be an influencer. You got to grow a following. Some of y'all may not even be trying to do all of that. What I do and what I teach my students is we sell directly on Amazon.com, where customers are already shopping. They're already spending money. And how do we sell on Amazon? With the arbitrage model, which is the easiest way and the least expensive way to get started. Let me break it down why. We are selling major brands that are already selling. Major brands y'all already familiar with. As I say these brands, if y'all are familiar with some of them, let me know. Yes, Dove, Fisher Price, Spring Valley, Sunkist, Starkist. Are y'all familiar with any of these brands? Crayola. We are selling major brands that are already selling. So we're not getting, I always say, items from like Alibaba, AliExpress, where we got to create a brand, right? We got to get barcodes. We got to get Amazon's approval. We are selling major brands that customers are already buying. These items are already selling on Amazon because everybody is already buying the big major brands. And another thing I love about it, y'all, there's no advertising. There's no marketing or anything like that, because the brands are doing all the marketing and all the advertising for us. I wouldn't have to sell you Oreos or Doritos or Dove or Suave, because if that's you, some of you are already buying it and you're already familiar with these brands. If this is making sense, let me know. Yes or no, okay? That is how I sell on Amazon with the arbitrage business model. Number one, let me slow walk it. I sell brands that are already selling. How do I get these brands? I get these brands either out of a retail store physically or online. In the store or online. Two ways, okay? If y'all got that, let me know. How do I get them? In the store or online. So if you don't want to go into the store, No excuse, because excuses never pay the bill for me, okay? If it paid the bill for you, let me know, okay? It don't pay your rent. It don't pay your mortgage. It don't get you the house you want. It don't get you the car you want. You're not able to replace your income. You're not able to have time freedom, financial freedom, making excuses. And a lot of us have a lot of excuses. Again, you got to get out your way to get to the money. You are able to make the money that you want to make. You are able to have the success that you want to have. You got to get out of your way, okay? So that's number one. We get our items either physically in the store or online. I like to say you could do this from your laptop, from your computer, from your home, wherever you want. And you're sitting in your backyard, like I'm sitting in my backyard now, okay? Going online, doing the arbitrage business model. You do not need thousands of dollars to start this business, y'all. You can start with a small budget. I tell y'all all the time, between $100 to $500. What are you doing? You're buying items comfortably within your budget. For example, you can buy an item for $5. That item could be selling on Amazon for $40. Just giving you an example. That is how I make money. And I consistently make 10K, 20K plus per month selling on Amazon. And I have students, y'all, that are doing the same. They learned the skill, right? They got started, right? They took action. They believed in themselves, right? They stepped out on faith, right? They stayed consistent. And that is how you get to the bag. You get to the money, okay? Y'all drop how much you want to make per month. How much do you want to make per month? Because a lot of y'all, and let me tell y'all, the amount of money I wanted to make per month was 5 figures, right? And my job wasn't giving me that. So I had a conversation with myself. I said, Aprell, if your job is not giving you what it's supposed to give, what are you going to do? You got to do something different, because otherwise you're going to continue to make the same income and you're not going to be able to have the life that you desire. Now, I don't know about y'all, but God promised us to have life and have it more abundantly. So if you're struggling, living paycheck to paycheck, robbing Peter to pay Paul, if you're depressed, got anxiety and stress behind bills and life and the inflation and things like that, then you got to do something about it, okay? So I decided I was going to do something different because my job was not giving what it was supposed to give. Now, let's address these amounts and these comments. These are doable, okay? But you got to start a business. So then you got to say, well, what business am I going to start? I just recommend and suggest to y'all selling on Amazon. Why? Because you're selling on a major platform, a trusted platform, a platform where customers are already shopping. They're already buying the items, right? What we do with the arbitrage business model, again, we get items for low, either in a retail store or online, okay? Y'all follow me. And we sell it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. If this is making sense, let me know. Yes or no? Hi, do you recommend starting with an LLC? If you have funds to start small and now a good time. No, and see, that's the thing. Now, let me say this. You can start with a business license. And a lot of people just say LLC because a lot of people are familiar with that. Y'all heard on social media, y'all are familiar with that. But there's S Corp, C Corp, there's Inc., multiple different business license. What I will say, if you do not have a business license and you're serious about going ahead and getting started, start with your first name, your last name, and social security number. That is how I got started. And a lot of my students start that way. Now, I do show you how to get your LLC, how to get your reseller's permit, all of that in my training if that's something that you're interested in. But if you're serious about changing your financial situation and you want to go ahead and start now, I recommend starting with your personal information because you can later switch it over to your business. Let me know if that makes sense. And there's no difference of what type of seller you will be or anything like that, whether you start with your business or your personal information. Let me see. I see you, Princess, get money when y'all. Yeah, so when you are okay, let me say this. What we do, y'all, the skill I sell is the arbitrage business model. Again, that's selling major brands that are already selling. And you will analyze how to know what is a good selling item. Is this something I should sell? How many times has this item been selling per month? Let me know if that makes sense, Princess. Let me see. So the training. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to read y'all questions. And y'all continue to tap. If you pay $500 for the training, y'all do it for. Yeah, yes, Princess. And you can message me if you're talking about the automation services. And okay, let me explain the training, y'all. So the training is detailed and it's step by step. In the training, I give you all of the information, like how to set your account up, important things you should know, how to price your items, how to get the buy box, items you should stay away from, how to calculate your items. I show you brands that I know you're automatically approved in. There's a lot of information in the training, and as a bonus, my students get daily items lists every day, Monday through Friday. So that is what come with my training. If y'all are interested in the training, let me know. If y'all are interested in the training, let me know. And y'all continue to tap. Let's get it up to 10K. Hold on, my screen froze. All right, can y'all still hear me? If y'all can still hear me, let me know. If y'all can still hear me, let me know. And I'm trying to see what questions that I missed. Prince says, yes, I see you, baby. Delicia said, yes, we can hear you. Okay. All right, y'all let me know what other questions y'all have. Just joining. Is that Delicia? Hopefully I'm saying it correct. Lynette. Okay, so I'm explaining to y'all how I sell on Amazon, and that is with the arbitrage business model. Again, I get items for low, either in a retail store or online, and I sell these items for higher on Amazon to make a profit. That is how I make money, y'all. Selling major brands that are already selling. Selling major brands that are already selling. But y'all let me know what other questions do y'all have about the arbitrage business model. Now, there's different ways that you can get your items out to the customer. I always like to go over that. You could either send items to the customers yourself. You can schedule for UPS or the post office to pick items up from you. Or if you're like, look, I don't have time to do this, you can utilize what is called an Amazon Prep Center. With an Amazon Prep Center, you can order your items, right? The items go to the Amazon Prep Center because you're going to put in their address, and they will package, prep, and label your items, and then they will send the items in to Amazon for you. They will send the items in to Amazon for you. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm reading this comment. Princess, yes. Okay. So she's asking about the automation services. So y'all, I do have an automation services. Okay. So I have 3 different tiers, and normally I don't talk about it because I do recommend everybody coming in at the first tier. The first tier is the Amazon training, and that is you learning how to sell on Amazon, you learning how to find items, and I give you items. Okay. That is tier number 1. Tier number 2 is if you're familiar with selling on Amazon, but you may not be making the money that you want to make. And that's also tier 1. Tier 2 is me and my team coming in, and we're helping you find items specifically for your account, helping you get ungated in different items. Now, the tier 3 automation, that will be hands off for you, and me and my team is doing the work for you. Princess, let me know if that makes sense. We're doing it all for you. We're finding your items. We're analyzing your items. We're getting you set up with the prep center. You don't have to do any of this. We're getting your items into Amazon. We're repricing your items. We're purchasing your items. We're doing all that for you where you don't have to do anything at all. Miss Ash says, I like that. All right, y'all. Any more questions, y'all? Y'all continue to tap. Let's get it up to 10K. And y'all also share the lab out. Share the lab out so people can get this information, because a lot of people are looking for ways to make more money. A lot of people are looking for ways to replace their money, fire their boss, y'all. Share the lab out so people can get this information. A lot of people just looking for some extra money for the holidays, right? For them and their kids. So share the lab out, y'all, so they can get the information. How long is the training? So the training is step by step. It's pre-recorded. When you get the training, it is immediate access. Most people get through the training within a few days, no more than a week. Within a few days, no more than a week. Let me see. First week. Hold on, Princess. I'm trying to see what you're saying. Yes, Princess. Yes. Now, let me say this, y'all, because I got to be careful when I'm on TikTok Live. So, again, to be safe with TikTok community guideline, during this live broadcast, I'll talk about income. Hold on, y'all. I went off the screen. During this live broadcast, I'll talk about income that I make and income that my students make. However, I do not guarantee your income, and that is the income that you make. That's why I got to be careful, y'all, when I'm answering questions. What I can say is I make 10K, 20K plus per month selling on Amazon, and I have students and clients that are doing the same, okay? But y'all let me know what other questions do y'all have. What is the most efficient way for a beginner to send items to a customer for a beginner? It's honestly up to you. So you could do one or two things. You can do fulfilled by merchant. That is you shipping the items to the customer yourself. And that's you regularly shipping it out, whether you're doing it via UPS, FedEx, post office, however you want to ship it out, okay? Or you can send the items in to Amazon beforehand, and you let Amazon ship the items to the customer for you. You could do one or two things. Now, again, remember, you can utilize what is called an Amazon Prep Center. With an Amazon Prep Center, that is you ordering your items online. You're sending it to the prep center's address, so you're not touching anything at all using a prep center, and then they will send it to Amazon for you. So let me know if that makes sense, Linda. There's 3 different ways you could do it, y'all. That's why you want to get started selling on Amazon, because it is very flexible, y'all. It's multiple ways that you could do it. Now, I teach you how to do all different ways, but ultimately it's up to you how you want to do it. You actually can also do it all 3 ways. I do it all 3 ways. I have a lot of students that do it all 3 ways. Then I have some students that just do fulfilled by merchant. Like, they're shipping it out themselves. They don't mind. That's what they want to do. Some students are like, look, I don't have time. Let me send it into Amazon and let them handle it for me, okay? You got to see what works for you. But see, the thing is, y'all, if you're serious about changing your financial situation, if you're serious about getting started, if you're serious about making money, then you got to get started. You got to do something. Otherwise, we're going to overthink ourselves. I tell y'all that all the time, out of money, where we're not doing anything at all. And then obviously, if we're not doing anything, then we're not making any money. Yes, that does. Thank you. You're more than welcome. And y'all continue to tap. Thank y'all for tapping and sharing it out. Y'all also share the live out. But y'all let me know what other questions do y'all have, y'all. Because I am passionate about selling on Amazon. For those that know, y'all been connected to me for a while. I got to be careful with my words. I can't say those that are already following me, okay? Because we got to make sure we're not asking for that. Those that are already following me, y'all already know. Y'all seen my lifestyle, okay, y'all? I've been selling on Amazon, like I said, 6+ years. It has completely changed my life to where it replaced, like I said, not only my income, but I was able to replace my husband's income as well. I replaced my income within 6 months, y'all, and I came back and I was able to replace my husband's income within a year. And again, I have students, y'all, that have been able to do the same. How much to get started? The regular price of my training is $997, and right now it's currently half off for $500. And I do offer different payment options like Afterpay and Klarna. Miss Ash says, God bless. Thank you. But any more questions, y'all? Any more questions? Any more questions about selling on Amazon, about the process, y'all? Any more questions, y'all? And y'all continue to tap and share. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. Any more questions, y'all? Can you go look at it when you get off? Princess, go look at what, hun? I'm sorry. Let me know what you're talking about, Princess, because I might have missed that comment. But any more questions, y'all, again, about selling on Amazon with the arbitrage business model? That is what I do, y'all, and that is what I teach my students. How do you sell on Amazon? I sell on Amazon with the arbitrage business model. And again, that is selling major brands that are already selling. Major brands that people are already buying, y'all. All I do is get the items for low, and I resell them for higher on Amazon to make a profit. That is what I do, y'all. I'm not doing private label where you got to get unbranded generic items. You got to create a brand. That takes time, that takes work, and it's going to take money, okay? You need a lot of capital to start. I teach you how to sell on Amazon the easiest way and the least expensive way to get started. And again, that is selling major brands that are already selling. Major brands that customers are already buying on Amazon. Again, we get it for low, and we resell it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. But any more questions, y'all? Y'all let me know what questions y'all have. And I'm going to scroll through and see if I missed anything. Any more questions, y'all, about questions about selling on Amazon with the arbitrage business model? Thank you, Cher. Hopefully I said that correctly. Thank you for the heart me. Any more questions, y'all? Any more questions? How much do you need to start wholesale? Okay, let me break it down. And this is why I recommend the arbitrage business model for a beginner and for somebody who has a small budget. So there's three major ways that you can start selling on Amazon. Three major ways. There is private label, there is wholesale, and then there is the arbitrage business model. That is what I sell, and that is what I teach. With private label, y'all, in order to start that business, and anybody that teaches will tell you that you need a minimum of, say, $5,000 to $10,000 to start the business. That is with private label, because you're buying from suppliers, you're buying in bulk, you got to create a brand, and you want to have money for advertising, PPC, because you got to get your brand out there so people can see it, because nobody is searching for it. Remember, because it's not a major brand. So that's that. As far as the wholesale business model, with the wholesale business model, you got to buy in on bulk, or, some suppliers have what is called a MOQ. That is a minimum order quantity. So with wholesale, I would say you would need roughly between $3,000 to $5,000 to start. Now, with the arbitrage business model, this is how I sell on Amazon, and this is what I teach, and this is what I recommend for a new person. That's how I got started selling on Amazon. You do not need a big budget to start. You could start that business model with between $100 to $500. So let me know if that answers your question. Is it Aprell? Let me know if that answers your question, because they asked about wholesale. But I wanted to break down all of the business models. And also with wholesale, even though I have over 10,000 wholesalers in my training, and I have the templates on how you reach out to them, everybody cannot just come in selling wholesale, and a lot of people don't tell you that, because you, number one, got to have a relationship with the supplier. They have to agree to do business with you, and then you also want to have your business license and your reseller's permit. Now, if you're selling on Amazon with the arbitrage business model, again, remember I said you do not need an LLC. You do not need a tax ID number. You do not need an EIN number. You could start it with your first name, last name, social security number. Because where are you getting your items from? In the store or online, like your Walmarts, your Targets, your Dollar Trees, your Dollar Generals, y'all. Any store, okay? So if this is making sense, y'all let me know. If this is making sense, y'all let me know. Do you need an LLC to start? No, you do not need a business license. You don't need an LLC. You can start the business with your first name, your last name, and your social security number. You do not need a business license to start. Any more questions, y'all? And y'all let me know. So those who are interested in selling on Amazon, y'all let me know what is stopping you from selling on Amazon. What questions do you have about selling on Amazon? Because I want to make sure you have the knowledge. Because a lot of times we don't do things because we are, not knowledgeable, and we don't know exactly what to do. So I want to help you with that. So y'all let me know, if you want to sell on Amazon, why have you not started on Amazon? And what questions do you have about getting started selling on Amazon? Aprell, that just range. See, with ranges between different amounts. With the arbitrage business model, y'all, we are not selling just one item. We are selling a wide variety of different items. Okay, one item can be a $5 profit. One item can be a $20 profit. One item can be a $30 profit. One item could be a $10 profit. Okay, so that is always going to range, because we're not selling one exact item. That's a more easier question, Aprell, if you were selling like wholesale or private label, because you're just selling one item that has one profit. But with the arbitrage business model, and that is another good thing I like about it, you're selling a wide variety of multiple different items. A wide variety of multiple different items. Tiffany says, what are you selling? I'm not necessarily selling anything. I'm trying to teach y'all how you can start making money selling on Amazon with the arbitrage business model. Selling on arbitrage, selling brands that customers are already buying on Amazon. Because I always like to tell you, this is not Amazon affiliate or Amazon influencer. Princess says I broke it down. Okay, I see you, Princess. I see you. I'll check as soon as I get off the live. Do you give a list of items? Yes. So let me explain what I have in my training. In my training, I teach you everything, okay? So you'll have access to the training. It is on my Teachable platform, and it is a training, y'all. It is not an ebook. It's not a PDF or anything like that, because I know some of you are familiar with that, and that's why you may be scared of investing. These are actual videos of me breaking it down, showing you step by step how to be a successful Amazon seller. So that's number one. You get immediate access to the training. You also get access to me as your coach and mentor, meaning you can message me or email me if you have any questions. So I'll be there for coaching, for mentorship, to guide you, to help you if you have any questions. That's number two. Then number three, somebody asked, yes, you do get an items list. So not only do I show you how to find items, what type of items you should be selling, what items to stay away from, how to price your items, how to get the buy box. As a bonus, y'all, you get a daily items list. And this is updated every day, Monday through Friday. And on that list, I'm giving you, showing you the items selling on Amazon, giving you where to purchase the item from, giving you the profit you would make, the return on investment, breaking all that information down, giving you the analytics of the item, which you'll learn all of that. So all of that information is on the items list. But do I have any more questions, y'all? Any more questions? And if you're just coming in, welcome, y'all. We're talking about selling on Amazon, how I make money selling on Amazon with the arbitrage business model. And again, that is getting items for low and selling it for higher on Amazon to make a profit, y'all. Any more questions, y'all? Any more questions? Because again, if y'all are serious about changing your financial situation, then it's something you definitely got to go ahead and start. We are in the great lock-in, and I keep telling y'all that. We are in the great lock-in. And what is the great lock-in? I know y'all been seeing it all around social media, and that's where us entrepreneurs, y'all, I am a full-time entrepreneur, because a lot of people ask, do you do this full-time? Yes, I've been able to retire myself and my husband doing it, y'all, because I was serious about changing my financial situation. I don't know about y'all, and I keep telling y'all, when you get serious about changing your financial situation, then your financial situation is going to change, okay? Let me see. That pool looks nice. I want to take a swim. LOL. Just kidding. Look, I know that's right. Pool party. Yeah, but when you get serious about changing your financial situation, y'all, that is when your situation is going to change. So what was I saying? We're in the great lock-in. That means, y'all, we are not playing. See, a lot of people are playing about, wanting to make money. A lot of people are playing about their goals. A lot of people are playing about accomplishing what it is they're trying to do. A lot of people are waking up every day, living the same day over and over again, and not doing anything about it. And that has got to change. And that is why we're in the great lock-in. What is the great lock-in? That means we are locking in on our goals and what it is that we're trying to do. Because at the end of the day, y'all, nothing is going to change if we're not doing anything about it, y'all. Nothing is going to change if we're not doing anything about it. And I keep telling y'all, once you change your mindset, then that is when your income is going to change. Until then, your income is not going to change. Once you change your mindset, your income is going to change, okay? Because the tools are there for you. The resources are there for you, y'all. You just got to believe in yourself, right? I know what you can do, right? You just got to believe that you can do it, okay? And how do I know? Because I know what I've been able to do. And I have students, y'all, that have came in that were serious about changing their financial situation, and they were able to do the same. I'm serious about changing my financial situation. I know that, right? That's where I am currently. You got to do something about it, y'all. Again, a lot of us want this, lifestyle. A lot of us want to accomplish, set goals. You know what your goals is, right? Because it keeps you up at night, right? You think about it all the time. You know what your goals is, and you know the type of life you aspire for yourself and for your family. And what are you doing to accomplish that? What are you doing to accomplish that? If you're not doing anything to accomplish that, it's going to kind of be hard for you to hit that goal, right? So we got to change that. And you got to get locked in. You got to get locked in. But y'all let me know, what other questions do y'all have? I just always tell y'all, I recommend getting started selling on Amazon. Why? Because it is a trusted platform, right? It is a platform where customers are already shopping. This is for my faceless people, for my introvert people, right? For my people who don't want to create content, right? You may not want to go live, right? You may not want to post on social media, and you do not have to do those things when you're selling on Amazon, because we are selling on Amazon and customers are already shopping there. The traffic is already there. Let me see. I'm a single mother. I got $100 to $200. What can I do? Okay, so if you're interested in the training, now I do offer multiple different payment options where you can break that discount up. I offer multiple different payment options where you can break it up. But what I would recommend is, like I said, getting started, y'all. We got to get started. A lot of us may not have the, the money that we want to make. A lot of us may not be in the place where we want to get started, but you got to get started, y'all. You got to get started. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I got something. Y'all give me one moment. Hold on, y'all. Wait. Hold on, y'all. Wait. Let me see. Do we need to create? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. I just had a call. Y'all give me one moment. Let me see. Do we need to create? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. I just had a call. Y'all give me one moment. All right, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. If you can hear me, put yes. Do you have to create a website? No. That's another thing. You don't have to create a website. You don't have to grow a following. You don't have to post content. You don't have to be on social media. You don't have to figure out who your target audience is. You don't have to figure out how to market. You don't have to do anything like that, y'all. Again, we're selling on Amazon. On Amazon, right? Where you're already shopping. Again, if you put spend money on Amazon, put a me in the chat. Let me know. We're on Amazon where customers are already shopping. Like I tell y'all all the time, y'all have probably bought items from me and some of my students, and you don't even know me. Some of you, this is your first time seeing me, right? And that's what I love selling about Amazon. That's what I love selling about Amazon. Okay, Lynette says I got it. They're gonna shop my website. Yes, Princess, because we're selling major brands that are already selling. Let me show y'all something. Y'all put a yes in the chat. If you let me know, I can walk y'all through a free training. I'll go into my office and I'll go over the free training because I understand this is some of y'all first time on this live. So if you want me to do that, let me know. Yes or no. Because right now I was just doing a Q&A and it was explaining it to y'all, but sometimes people need to actually see it so they can connect the dots. Okay, if I go into my office, are y'all going to stay here? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the phone on pause and I'm going to my office and I'll bring up the presentation. I'll walk y'all through step by step. It'll probably take like 5 to 10 minutes. Are y'all serious about changing your financial situation? Because I'll go ahead and go into it. More visual. Okay, what my visual learners at? Let me know. If y'all visual, put visual. And I will go into the office. I'm sitting out in my backyard, okay? Because I'm serious about y'all getting it. Because once you get it, I know you can implement it and take action and get started. Okay, y'all give me a moment. Y'all stay up here. Y'all, because I'm going to pause it so y'all don't go nowhere. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me see. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. If you can hear me, put a yes in the chat. Somebody said training, please. If you can hear me, put a yes in the chat. Y'all can hear me okay? All right, y'all ready? Now I'm about to go in teacher mode. Y'all can see I'm in my office. That's my brand right there. I'm in my office, okay? Y'all ready? All right, we're going to go over it, okay? Because somebody want to learn. And the more you learn, the more you're going to earn. Always remember that. All right, y'all give me one moment. Let me move this right here. And y'all say y'all can hear me. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. All I ask y'all is that you tap, okay? I'm teaching you tap. Also share as well so people can get this information. Because a lot of people want a way to make money, right? They're just not knowledgeable. They don't know where to start, and they don't know exactly what to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Y'all give me one moment. Hold on. All right, so first let's talk about Amazon's growth. And let me give the, hold on, I don't want to move my picture off. Let me give the disclaimer one more time, y'all, to be safe with TikTok community guidelines. During this live broadcast, y'all, I'm going to talk about income that I make and income that my students have made. However, I do not guarantee anybody's income. And I just have to get that disclaimer right because I can't guarantee how much money you are going to make, okay? Being that we're talking about income. But let's talk about Amazon's growth first, okay? So in 2022, can y'all see, if y'all can see my screen, let me know, yes or no. And I'm going to be doing like this, y'all, because I'm on my cell phone. If y'all can see my screen, let me know. Okay. In 2022, y'all see this? In 2022, Amazon generated over $514 billion in sales, right? 2023, Amazon generated over $574 billion in sales. 2024, Amazon generated over $620 billion in sales. And y'all stay with me because, again, this is only going to take 5 to 10 minutes for me to break it down. And I'm going to go step by step how you can get started selling on Amazon with the arbitrage business model. That is what I do, and that is what I teach my students. So y'all let me know, is the money being made on Amazon going up or down? Based on what I said and based on what you see. Going up or going down? Going up or down? Up or down? Y'all let me know. And if we participate, we can go ahead and go through. Exactly. That's what I like y'all to see. So how do you get started selling on Amazon? So again, a little background about me, because I know some of you just came on. For those who don't know me, my name is Aprell Skinner. I'm a multiple six-figure earner. I have multiple streams of income. I have made over $1 million in my business collectively. I make 10K, 20K plus per month consistently, y'all. And I have students that are doing the same. What the majority of my income comes from selling directly on Amazon as a arbitrage seller, as a third-party seller with the arbitrage business model. And that is what we're going to talk about today. So how do you get started? Your very first step is going to be to go here, okay? Y'all see that? And screenshot this if this is your first time here. Your very first step is going to be to register to become an Amazon seller. Now, let me say this again because I know people are constantly coming on. You do not need an LLC, tax ID number, EIN number. You don't need any of that. You can start this business. Thank you so much, Nick. Is that Nick? With your first name, your last name, social security number. Let me say it again. You do not need an LLC, tax ID number, EIN number. So no excuse of, I don't have a business set up. I don't have a business license. I don't have a business bank account. I don't have a tax ID. Okay. Excuses don't pay no bills, okay? You can start with your first name, last name, social security number, okay? That's it. That's all. If we got that, let me know. Yes or no. Let me know, y'all, because I want to make sure you understand. Because if you understand, what did I just say? The light bulb will go off, and then you're able to implement. If you implement, that means take action. Then you're able to make money, right? But we got to learn first. Remember, the more you learn, the more you're going to be able to earn, all right? Now, there's 2 different types of Amazon selling accounts. 2 different types of account. There is the individual selling plan, y'all see this, and the professional selling plan. Let me explain them both so you'll know. Let me charge my phone so it don't go dead. Hold on, y'all. All right, so with the professional account, it is $39.99 per month. Y'all can see that, right? And it gives you a lot more benefits of selling on Amazon than the individual selling account. The professional selling plan is going to give you the buy box, which is a highly visible box where you will see add to cart or buy now. Some of you probably seen that box shopping on Amazon, okay? And then it's also going to allow you to sell in way more categories, more broad, okay? The more categories you're able to sell in, obviously, the more money you're able to make because you can sell more items, right? The individual selling plan is 99 cents. Thank you, Barbie, so much. The individual selling plan is 99 cents per item you sell, okay? And it's less categories, okay? We don't want to sell in less categories. We want to sell in more categories, right? Okay? Now, also with the individual selling plan, being that it's 99 cents per item you sell, somebody tell me, and y'all go ahead and let me know that we can move forward. If you sell, say, 3,000 items for the month, about how much is the individual plan going to be at 99 cents per item? And somebody just calculate 99 cents times, what did I say, 3,000. Y'all let me know, then we're going to keep moving forward because I want to make sure you understand. Because when you understand, you're able to know, and then you can pick the correct account, okay? Because some of you may be confused there. What type of account do I need to even start selling on Amazon? Let me know. At 99 cents per item, if you sell about 3,000 items, roughly about how much will that account probably be? Y'all let me know. Somebody go ahead and guesstimate it. Then we're going to keep moving forward. And y'all let me know, the sooner you put an answer in, we can move on to the next part. And this presentation won't take that long at all. Somebody let me, even if you guessing, there's no right or wrong answer. Let me know at 3,000 items and it's 99 cents per item. Exactly. Thank you, Tiffany Healing. I see y'all coming in. Y'all come on, come on. Exactly. So the individual selling plan is going to roughly be about 3,000, right? Because it's 99 cents per item you sell. That's why I recommend the professional selling plan. It is that flat $39.99 per month. Do y'all understand that? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yeah, exactly. I heard you, Jabrina. Right. That's why you want to do the professional account. Because when you come in and you really don't know, the individual selling account looks like it's cheaper. It's not. As you sell more items, it's going to be more money because it's 99 cents per item you're selling. Okay, y'all got that. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes. How do I sell on Amazon, y'all, with the arbitrage business model? This is what you're going to hear me talk about religiously, y'all. Selling on Amazon allowed me to not only replace my income, but my husband's income as well, y'all. It is the #1 selling platform, okay? I sell on Amazon with the arbitrage business model, and that is buying items for lower. Y'all see this, either in a retail store or online. That's arbitrage. And I sell it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. Now, let me start right here. Y'all tell me if y'all are familiar with these brands. Put a yes or no. Are y'all familiar with any of these brands? Any of these brands? I know y'all probably got some of these brands in your household already. You may have even brought it on Amazon, right? Y'all see this? And we're not even talking about like the Dove, Fisher Price, Schwab, right? Okay, Degree, okay? Y'all got that? So we sell major brands that are already selling, okay? Major brands that customers are already buying. The big major brands are doing all of the marketing and advertising for us. Again, what we do is we get the items for low and we resell it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. And I promise y'all, I see y'all questions and comments. I don't want to get distracted. Give me like 5 to 7 more minutes to get through this presentation, and I'm going to answer all of your questions. I see y'all. I'm not ignoring y'all. So now we're going to talk about how to get your items, right? Getting items to resell on Amazon, right? So what I love about the arbitrage business model, y'all, you do not need it, like I said, an LLC, a reseller's permit. You don't have to buy in bulk, right? We're not doing an MOQ or anything like that. You can get items comfortably within your budget. So you can have a small budget. You can start with a small budget, y'all, because we're getting items from your everyday stores like Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, Dollar Tree, Dollar General. If y'all already shop in these stores or have stopped shopping in these stores, let me know. That's where we get items from with the arbitrage business model, right? We don't need an LLC. We don't need a reseller's permit. We don't have to establish a relationship with the supplier, right? Because we can go into a store or online, either or. If y'all shop at some of these stores, have shopped at some of these stores, let me know. Can y'all see that? Let me know. Because I'm teaching you how to make money doing what you're already doing, okay? All you're doing is just getting the item for lower and selling it for higher on Amazon. That's what we do, y'all, as a third-party seller. We sell directly on Amazon. Again, this is not Amazon affiliate, Amazon influencer. You don't have to grow a following. You don't have to be on social media. You don't have to create content. You don't have to create videos. You don't have to do any of that, okay? Y'all got that? Now, I want you to get the Amazon Seller app and Seller Amp. Can y'all see this right here? The Amazon Seller app and Seller Amp. This is going to help you with your sourcing, and that's you researching items and finding items. And I'm going to show you, that's what prompted me to come in, like, let me get in teacher mode and just train y'all, because somebody is like, how will I know if the items are going to sell? You will learn, right? It's a skill. You learn how to pick good selling items. Is this a good selling item? Is this item going to sell? How many times has this item has sold? These are things y'all can learn. The more you learn, again, the more you're able to earn. I'm going to show you how Seller Amp looks, and hopefully it pulls up, because I wasn't in my okay, it's pulling up. Good, it's already up. Okay, y'all let me know. This is Seller Amp. Seller Amp is going to help you with your sourcing. That is you researching items, you finding items. It'll tell you an estimated time of how many times the item has sold last month. And y'all continue to tap. Y'all continue to tap and also share the live out. It'll tell you what is your estimated profit going to be per item. It'll tell you how many sellers are on the item, y'all. So you're able to find out all of that information. And once you know the criteria that you need to be looking for, right, then you'll know if that item is going to sell. Let me show you this. And I try not to go into this too much. I go into it in my training. These are some points of a good selling item, right? You want to look for a BSR under 100,000, okay? Is criteria. You want to look for items that has at least 30 or more sales per month, okay? You want to make sure Amazon is not dominating the buy box. You don't want to compete with Amazon, but there's millions of items that Amazon is not even selling on, so that doesn't even matter, okay? But let me show you how Seller Amp works, because you can learn the criteria. You just need to learn. Then you're able to earn. Like I said, a lot of us want to make money, but we don't want to take the time to learn. I'm telling you, when you learn, then you're able to earn. So y'all tell me right here, what is the estimated BSR? Y'all see this right here, this number right here where my cursor is. And y'all come on. Again, the sooner we get through this information, I'll get through the presentation. I'm breaking it down step by step, especially for my people who have been up here from the beginning. What is the BSR? What is that number right there where my cursor is pointing at? And what do I say? You want to look for items under 150,000 BSR, under 100,000 BSR. The lower that number is to number one, that means that item is really selling. But I break it down and show you how to know what a BSR is, how to look for different BSR ranges in the category to know that is a good selling item. Thank you, Healing Voice. I see you, 50K. Exactly. What is the estimated sales per month? Somebody tell me right here. See, you can put 2 and 2 together when you know what to do, but you can't put 2 and 2 together, right, and equal the money when you don't know what to do. What is the estimated sales right here? Okay, I see you, share, Melly. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. Yes. What would be the estimated profit right here? Can y'all see that? What is the estimated profit? I'm going to ask one more question because I want to show you Seller Amp is something you can learn how to read, okay? Then that's how you would know that I'm picking a good selling item. So then it won't be, not let me, exactly, 1612. It won't be, I don't want to start my Amazon business. I don't know if it will work. I don't know if I will pick the right item. Number one, we got to change that mindset. You got to come in, oh, it's going to work for me, right? I'm going to learn this. I'm going to be successful, okay? Y'all see what I'm saying? You got to change that, okay? Because a lot of times when we speak things, we put that out into the atmosphere. You got to change your whole thought. I will level up. I will boss up. I will be the lender and not the borrower, right? I will be the head and not the tail, right? Because I know what God has for me and my family, right? And I know he has no respective person. And if this person and that person is successful and making the money that they want to make, I know God is going to do it for me too, right? Even though I'm in a dark place, even though I'm not where I want to be financially, I know God is going to turn it around. I know he's going to turn it around because he did it before. I know he's done some things before in your life and he can do it again, y'all. So a lot of y'all want to make the money. It's just that you got the faith, right? You're praying, right? You're just not taking the action, right? You're just not getting started. You're just not staying consistent. And I'm telling you, once you do that, then you are able to make money, y'all. That is what I do, y'all. God has no respect to person. I am not anybody that's special. Well, I am special. Y'all know what I mean. So if I can learn how to do it, if I learned how to do it, if I'm teaching others, then why can't you? Why can't you? A lot of times, and I'm going to get back to it, y'all, because y'all know I preach in a minute. A lot of times we self-sabotage ourselves and we don't even do anything, right? Your thoughts become your reality. I don't think I can do it. I won't be able to do it. That's why that's your reality. Y'all got that? All right, we're going to keep moving forward. So if you feel like Seller Amp, I just showed you how to use Seller Amp. It's something you can learn how to read to be able to determine, is this a good selling item? Let me know, yes or no. Let me know, yes or no. And we're going to keep moving forward. Get the Amazon Seller app and Seller Amp. Okay? You want to listen. Get the Amazon Seller Amp and Seller app. Y'all got it? Okay, exactly. It's something you can learn how to do and read. Now, how do we get our items? To go into it further, we do retail arbitrage, either physically in the store, buying discounted items. We're selling it for hire on Amazon. And that's how I make money, y'all. That's how my students make money, with the arbitrage business model. Now, look, if you don't want to do retail arbitrage, you can do what is called online arbitrage. Well, what is that, Aprell? I'm glad you asked. Now you don't have any excuse, because you don't have to go into the store, right? You don't have to go into the store. You can order items online. You can do this from your laptop, from your computer, from at home, from at work, on vacation, okay? Going online, right? Doing the online arbitrage model, right? Getting discounted items, selling it for hire on Amazon, collecting a profit. If y'all are understanding so far, let me know. Yes or no? Yes or no? Again, selling major brands that are already selling. Some people ask, well, why do you do the arbitrage model? Why are you not doing private label? Because I know people are already buying these items, right? I don't know if anybody is going to buy my wigs or my lashes or my lip gloss or my perfume. I don't know that, and I didn't want to take that risk, okay? I know that I can find an item. Let me show you again, and I can analyze it to see, oh, this item, just give you an example, sold 200 times last month, 500 times. I see that. It'll show you the amount of sellers. Let me show you, and this is information, again, you can learn. I see X amount of sellers are on it, so I know if I get it, this amount, that these items are going to sell. Okay, is this making sense, y'all? I want to make sure it's making sense. Because if it makes sense, then you're able to, the light bulb will go off. You're like, okay, I got it. I know it's something I can do. I'll be able to do it, okay? If Aprell is doing it, if other students are doing it, if other people are doing it, then I can do it too, because why can't you? Why can't you? A lot of us are not where we want to be financially in general, okay? Because we, number one, are not believing in ourselves. And because we're not, that's our reality. Your thoughts are going to always become your reality, okay? I don't care how bad you want it. I don't care. Thank you, Cookie. I don't care how bad you want your life to change. I don't care how bad you want to level up. How bad, thank you, Cher, how bad you want to boss up, okay? I don't care how much money you want to make. Until you believe in yourself, until you take action, stay consistent, it's going to be the same. And this is what we have to change, y'all. We are in the middle of September, okay? After that, 3 more months left in this year, okay? These days, I keep telling you, the days and the weeks are going to fly by regardless, okay? The days, weeks, months are going to fly by, hours and minutes. The question is, are you going to make money while the time is passing? That's totally up to you. Because at the end of the day, what did I say? You are the author of your story. How your life goes. If you don't like the way your life is going, the way your book is so far, change it. You can change it at any time. You can change it. Turn to another chapter and make this chapter great. Make this chapter what you want it to be. And it's totally up to you how it goes, okay? Now, what type of items do you sell on Amazon? What type of items do you sell on Amazon? As a brand new seller, y'all, as a brand new seller, these are the categories that you want to stay in. And y'all screenshot this if this is your first time here. And I'm almost done. Y'all screenshot this. Screenshot this. You want to stay in pet supplies, office supplies, sporting goods. Y'all see it right here. Lawn and garden, tools and equipment, home and kitchen, and books. Now, let me say this. A lot of people, they'll come in. They don't know what they're doing. They're trying to sell toys, electronics. They don't have a coach, a mentor. They all over the place, and that's why they're not making money. I'm telling you, once you get a blueprint, learn it, implement it, then that's how you're able to get to the bag, okay? Stay in these categories as a brand new seller. Why? Because these categories will have more items for you to sell as a brand new seller. A lot of people are asking me about, what about ungating? That is restricted items that you can't sell. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Because it said my connection went out. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm almost done. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. And I promise y'all, I see y'all comments. I'm not ignoring y'all. I just don't want to get sidetracked and then see somebody's comment or question, and I go off, and then I forget where I'm at. Okay, I'm almost done. Sounds good. Yes. Okay, cool. I hear you. All right, stay in those categories, right? What was I saying? A lot of people will come in and they'll want to get ungated. We don't want you to do that, right? Because you got to spend money to get ungated. That's approved in brands that you're not approved in. There are millions of items, y'all, that you can sell on Amazon that are called auto approved. That means you can go ahead and start selling those items, okay? And I'm going to show you that's how I get the results that I got. I made over 10K in my first 30 days. And again, I have students that have done the same, okay? Doing the strategy, because there's brands that you can sell that doesn't require approval, okay? Now, I'm going to show you how you can list your item the easy way. Y'all see this? I'm going to show you an ASIN. This is how we list an item. It is a number of an item that is already selling on Amazon. What did I say? We're not doing private label where we got to bring an item on, get approval, get barcodes, create a brand, run advertising, because we don't have time to be doing all that, right? Again, we're selling major brands. I repeat myself a lot, so you'll get it. We're selling brands that are already selling. So any item that is already selling on Amazon has what is called an ASIN. That is how Amazon identifies that item, okay? And I'm going to show you how to put an item pull up an item with an ASIN. It is an ASIN number. Once you put that item in Amazon Seller Central, that is where you sell your items and you're able to make money, okay? Amazon is where you spend money, the regular Amazon that y'all are familiar with. We got to get you from this side to the other side, okay, where you're making money, okay? So the ASIN, once you put that number in, it'll pull up the picture, title, description, everything. All you're doing at that point is putting in how much you want to sell your item for and how many you have of the item. And I'm going to show you how that looks and how you can find it. So it's going to be here. Y'all give me one moment. Here. And how you find it, you're going to type in the ASIN. Now, you're going to hit Control Find, and you're going to type in the ASIN where you shop, right? On this right here, y'all. Y'all see? I got to be careful what I say on the live. Once you type it in, you hit enter, right? On this right here, y'all. Y'all see? I got to be careful what I say on the live. Once you type it in, you hit enter. Hold on, let me go up here. Let me get in the box. You hit Control Find. You're going to put in ASIN. Y'all see this right here? And I'm hitting enter. This is the item. I'm just showing y'all. Keep hitting enter, and it'll take you down to the bottom of the screen. Can y'all see this number? It is always going to be where your product information is, or item detail. Y'all see that ASIN? And let me go over it with the mouse. Can y'all see this right here? Yes or no? That's how you find the ASIN, okay? That is how you find the ASIN. Once you find the number of the item that you want to sell, you put it in Amazon Seller Central. Again, it's going to pull up the picture, title, description, all of that. All you're doing is putting in how much you want to sell the item for and how many you have of the item. That's it. That's all. If y'all understand what I've said so far about the ASIN, let me know. Yes or no? I showed you how you find it, right? And you list it in Amazon. Once you list it, it's going to pull up the picture, title, description. You don't have to worry about taking pictures. You don't have to worry about thinking about titles or descriptions. We sell on Amazon the easy way and the least expensive way, and that is selling major brands that are already selling, okay? Y'all got that so far? That was how you list your item the easy way. Now we're going to talk about how you get your items to the customers, okay? Now we're going to talk about how you get your items to the customers. There are 3 different ways to get your items to the customer. 3 different ways. 3 different ways, okay? And y'all put the 3s in the chat, because like I told y'all, I'm praying and believing that not only is God going to triple my income, right, between now and the end of the year, but I'm praying and believing that he's going to do the same for you and yours as well, okay? We are praying and we putting it in the atmosphere, right? We got to put it in the atmosphere. We can't say I'm scared, I don't want to start, what if I don't make money? Like, because that's not going to make you any money. Y'all got that? All right, y'all give me one moment. Let me do this. And I'm almost done, y'all. We're going to keep moving forward. Okay, 3 different ways that you get your items to the customers. 3 different ways, speaking into existence. Exactly. We got to speak. What do you want? What do you want? Put it out in the atmosphere. That's the problem. A lot of y'all are putting those bad vibes out into the atmosphere, and that's why you're not making any money. And I'm just being honest, okay? A lot of y'all are doubting yourself, and that's why you're not making any money. We're going to talk about how you get your items to the customer. So way number 1 is going to be fulfilled by merchant. This is FBM. FBM is you shipping the item out to the customer. Whether you're doing it, can y'all see down here, via UPS, FedEx, Post Office, however you want to ship it out, right? You'll get a notification that your item has sold. Now it's time to ship, and you are going to ship it out. You can even schedule for UPS or the Post Office to come pick it up from you. That's way number one. Now, hopefully I haven't lost you there, because there's 2 other ways that you could do it, right? Let's talk about FBA. That is fulfilled by Amazon. What is FBA? That is when you are sending your items in to Amazon's warehouse beforehand. Now the items are at Amazon's warehouse, and they're going to do the shipping, the customer service, all of that. What is Amazon FBA? Say if I wanted to pack all these items up. I would pack these items, right? You see, you put what you want in the box. I would pack these items up, and then I'm going to send them in to Amazon. You see what I did? After that, my job is done. Now, Amazon is going to come in. You see right here? This is Amazon FBA. Send your items in to Amazon, and Amazon is going to ship the items to the customer each and every time you have a sale. While you're at work, while you sleep, while you're on vacation. It's been plenty of times where I made money on vacation, my students making money on vacation, because our items are at Amazon's warehouse and our business is continuing to run. If you like that, put a yes in the chat. Let me know. Yes or no? Some of you may not like it. Let me know. Yes or no? Do you like it? You can send your items into Amazon's warehouse beforehand, and you can let them handle the rest for you. Okay? That is Amazon FBA. It is fulfilled by Amazon. That's what FBA is. Okay? Let's go into it a little bit further so people can understand in the background. Send the inventory into Amazon, right? Amazon is going to store your items. I always like to stop there. What does that mean? That means they got your items. Your items are at the Amazon's warehouse, right? They're not at your house. So I don't want the excuse of, I can't start this business. I don't want stuff at my house. My house is not big enough. My apartment is not big enough. I got too much stuff in my garage. Excuse. Excuses don't pay bills. It don't pay rent, mortgage, take care of our kids, don't get us the house we want, the truck we want. It doesn't do anything for us, right? That's why we got to drop the excuses to get to the results, okay? Because you can send it into Amazon and let them hold the items for you, okay? Send them in. So you send it into Amazon's warehouse. They're going to store the items. Customer orders the item, and then they are going to ship it to the customer. If this is making sense, let me know. If this is making sense, let me know. Yes or no? Let me know. We're going to keep moving forward. All right. Now, way number 3, what did I say? It was 3 different ways to get the items to the customer. Way number 3 is utilizing an Amazon Prep Center. What is an Amazon Prep Center? It is a third-party facility between you and Amazon. And an Amazon Prep Center is going to be your best friend, like I say all the time. With the Amazon Prep Center, you can order items online, right? Once you order items online, whether you're ordering it from Walmart, Target, whoever you want to order it from, you're going to order it from the supplier. Put in the prep center's address. You're going to put in the prep center's address. Once you put in the prep center's address, they are going to package, prep, and label your item. So in this scenario, y'all, you're not touching anything at all. Remember I said we got the items. We can either ship it out to the customer. We can either send it to Amazon and let them ship it out. In this scenario, we don't have any items. You don't have to touch anything at all. They're going to package, prep, and label your items. And then they will send it to Amazon for you. They will send it to Amazon for you. I think I like that process. I think you will. I have 2 prep centers that I am partnered with, and my students get a discount if that's something you're interested in. If you like that, let me know, yes or no. So I just told y'all 3 different ways that you can get the items to the customer. 3 different ways. Do it cost more? Very good question. Yes, it do. But you will learn how to calculate your items. So the fees, as far as that, you'll know what your profit is per item. So let's say if once you learn and you learn how to do it, say you calculate the prep center fees, Amazon fees, and I teach you how to do all that. You learn how to do it. You will be able to determine, like, I'm getting a $10 profit per item, $15 profit per item. Just give you an example. You will learn how to calculate that. Who asked that question? Miss Ash, let me know if that makes sense. So it does cost more, but what I tell you, we don't worry about the fees. You worry about the profit. Learn to calculate, and that is something you can learn. Because I give my students daily items list. Let me show y'all how this looks. Not only do I show my students how to find items, how to price your items, how to get the buy box, what items you need to stay away from, all of that, But as a bonus, I give them a daily items list, y'all. And it looks like this. It updates every day, Monday through Friday. But when I give them this items list, these numbers right here, you see right here where it has profit, like 1161, 641 profit, 693 profit per item, 17 profit. You see this? That is after the fees, okay? Let me know if that makes sense, y'all. So you'll learn how to do that, okay? And you'll see what your profit is. So I always tell y'all, don't, worry about that part, because you'll learn how to do it to know what you're doing, if that makes sense. All right, y'all, I'm going to show y'all some of my students who've gotten started and their results within their first. It makes a lot of sense. Okay, good. I love it when y'all understand, because if you understand, then you're able to implement, right? Take action, do. Then you're able to get to the bag and make money. All right, here are my students, y'all, that got started and their 30 days results. So here's one student right here. She had a $699 day. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Here's one of my students who started. She had a $699 day. And she made over $6,000 her first 30 days. Brand new, just selling on Amazon. You see, yesterday was my 30th day. And that was her results, okay? And she was saying here, hopefully y'all can see that a little bit. Here are my results. All right, here is another student that got started. Her first 30 days. And I always like to point her out because she was sick. But she had no excuses. What did I tell you? When you drop the excuses, that's when you'll get to the bag, okay? Y'all want the bag, drop the excuses. She made over $9,000. Can y'all see that? If you can, yes or no, say yes or no. She made over, I'm trying to, because the way it's angled. Let me see if I can scroll up. She made over $9,000 her first 30 days selling on Amazon. You see right here? Let me see. Here is a screenshot, my first 30 days. And she said she was pushing for 10K months. And she since has hit that, okay? If she came in doing this within her first 30 days, right? Here is some more students, y'all. These two was actually, I need to change this. This was actually less than 30 days for both of them. Here is one right here. She made over $10,900, almost $11,000, and it was less than 30 days. Let me show you. She said she had a goal, and I always like to point it out. She had a goal of making 10K when she came in. She came in, she was ready. She was hungry. She was ready to change her financial situation. She didn't have any excuses. She did what she had to do to get to the bag, and that's why she got the results, okay? Almost $11,000 her first 30 days. She was saying since starting your course less than a month ago. Less than a month ago, and then she was listing something that she sold. So not only, again, do I show you how to find items, how to price your items, what items to stay away from, how to get the buy box. Again, as a bonus, my students get daily items list. Here is another student, y'all. She made over $11,300. Can y'all see that right there? Had a $462 day. And here she is right here with some of her packages. Here she is with some of her packages. So based on the information that I've given y'all, especially if you've been up here for the beginning, y'all asked for the free training. That is the free training. I walk you through step by step where to go to get started, right? I told you don't need an LLC, tax ID number. You can start with your first name, last name, social security number, right? I told you where to get your items from. Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, right? Buy items for low, resell it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. I told you what apps to get. Start with the Amazon Seller app and Seller Amp as a brand new seller. I told you you're going to use Seller Amp to help you with your sourcing, y'all. This is Seller Amp. Like I literally walked everything down for you. I told you what categories to stay in as a brand new seller, okay? We want to stay in pet supplies, office supplies, sporting goods, lawn and garden, tools and equipment, home and kitchen, and book. Let me get on the black background. I told you, what else did I tell you? Oh, I told you the three different, how to list your item the easy way with the ASIN, the ASIN number. I told you that. I also told you how to get how to list your item the easy way with the ASIN, the ASIN number. I told you that. I also told you how to get the item you get something or you haven't actually I'll give me one moment. Show y'all the training. Explaining to y'all when I was outside of my backyard. My training is on a teachable platform, and these videos, a lot of you say you was visual learners. So I always tell y'all this is not an EDF, it's not a ebook or anything like that. These are actual step-by-step videos. When you get the training, y'all, you'll get immediate access to the training, immediate access to me as your coach and mentor, meaning you can message me or email me if you have any questions. And you'll have access to this daily items list. Again, this is the daily items list that I give my students, and it updates every day, Monday through Friday, where I'm not only showing them how, but I'm giving them items as well. Y'all let me know who's interested in the training. If you are, let me know. You can put me. And y'all can let me know what questions y'all have. And I'm going to scroll up and see if I missed anything. How much product did they start with? Each student starts comfortably within their budget. Let me show y'all this. There is not a set amount, y'all. This, I tell y'all all the time, this is not private label and wholesale where you're going to need more capital and you're buying in bulk. With the arbitrage business model, we're buying items comfortably within our budget. So let me show y'all. On the items list that I give my students, I break down the cost per item. Where is it at? Not the cost per item, how much the item is. So let's look at this. Let's say you had a small budget. Let's say you had a $100 budget. Let's start there. What you would do is buy items comfortably within your budget, inexpensive items, right? To resell on Amazon to make a profit. This is a $5 item. This is an $8 item. This is, let's go lower than that. We got a small budget. This is an $8 item. Let's go down. Let's find something lower. This is $5.70. Let's go lower. Hold on, y'all. This is $9.90. Y'all see where I'm going? I'm still under $100. $4.99, $4.45, $8, $10. So you will buy items comfortably within your budget. If that is making sense, y'all, let me know. Put a yes or no. So you do not need a big budget to start. Some of you are scared to start because you feel like you need a lot of capital. It's going to be a big budget. You can start comfortably within your budget. And the items that I find my students, y'all see, are inexpensive items. I'm not giving no $200 items, no $300 items, $400 items, because somebody's budget may be $100, it may be $200, it may be $300. So what you do is you buy items comfortably within your budget, and I show you how to grow and scale from there. Y'all got that? I show you how to grow and scale from there. But y'all let me know. Okay, I see the me's. Y'all are interested in training. How much is your mentorship? The regular price of my training, y'all, is $997. $997. Right now, it's currently half off for $500. And I do offer multiple payment options like Afterpay and Klarna, where you can break that up, okay? You can break it up into payments. I had somebody say they were able to start with $0 down, okay? It's just depending upon what you qualify for. But I do have those options there like Afterpay and Klarna. If y'all are interested in the training, because I told y'all before, put a me in the chat and I'll walk you through how to get it. Again, what comes with the training, you'll have access to my full training. It is on my Teachable platform, and it is me teaching the training, okay? I always like to explain to y'all, this is not MRR, it's not Chat GPT, it's not, anything like that. It's not an ebook. This is actual videos of me, okay? Walking y'all through the training. Not only do I give you everything you need and more in this training on my Teachable platform, but again, you're going to have access to this daily items list, and it updates every day, Monday through Friday, and you'll have access to me where you can message me or email me, because some of you need that blueprint, you need that guidance, you need that accountability. You do need those things, whether you think you do or not, because again, the money is there to be made. Number one, you just got to figure out how you're going to do it. Number two, you got to take action, and that means you getting started, right? You getting started to get to the bag and get to the money. Point blank period, y'all, okay? The money is there to be made. You just got to figure out what you got to do to get started. What are you going to do? I just recommend selling on Amazon, number one, because it is a trusted platform, right? We all know Amazon, right? It is the number one selling platform, right? And we're able to sell major brands that are already selling. Amazon does not have it where you got to come up there and create a private label. That is going to be more time, more complex. Just telling you, more of a risk, because you don't know if somebody is going to buy your item. But what you do know are people are shopping for these items like this all day, every day. All you got to do is learn the skill. But y'all let me know what questions do y'all have. I did see some people said they were interested in getting the training. If you want to get the training, y'all, you're going to go to my picture at the top. And let me get the disclaimer, y'all. I would never message you first, okay? I would never message you first. There are like 100 fake pages of me, probably more, okay? It's crazy. They do this to me and other creators who they feel like have a big following, I guess. I don't even know at this point, okay? But I would never message you first. I do know that. I will only message you if you message me. So if somebody is messaging you first, it is not me. And the only way, let me say that again. The only way, let me say it again so you don't get got. The only way you can get my training is by these instructions I'm about to give you, okay? You're going to go to my picture at the top while you're on this live if you're ready to go. As soon as you get it, you get immediate access. Up here, then my profile will pop up at the bottom. You're going to click on my picture again. So you're going to click on it twice. Once you click on it twice, then you're going to go here. Let me make sure I'm on the right one. Y'all give me one moment. All right, then you're going to go here. Y'all see this? At the very top in my profile. You cannot miss it. At the very top in my profile, okay? Once you do that, it's going to open up like this. It's going to look like this. You'll see me. Y'all see? And then it's going to be this very first tab. It is the Ultimate Amazon Training. The Ultimate Amazon Training. And if you're ready to go, you're going to go right here. And again, I offer multiple payment options where you can break it up like Afterpay and Klarna. Now, if this is your first time here and you like, girl, I love you. I like what you're saying. I want to get the bag. Let me just do a few more minutes of research. You can scroll down and it's plenty of testimonies, like all of that, whatever you need. These are video testimonies. I've helped many people, y'all, make money selling on Amazon with the arbitrage business model. Again, for those who don't know me, I've been selling on Amazon for 6 years. I've been able to not only replace my income, but I was able to replace my husband's income as well. And like I tell y'all, I have students that have been able to do the same as far as replace their income, fire their boss. They were serious about getting started. They came in, they got to it, and that is how they got the results. Again, this is, let me show y'all again because I know people are constantly coming on. Here are 2 of my students, and this is just 2 of my students, y'all. Came in less than 30 days. One right here made over $10,900. Y'all can see that down here. Let me make it a little bit bigger. And this was, they actually did this less than 30 days. Over $10,900. Okay, there it go right there. Can y'all see that? And her words, not mine. Since starting your course, less than a month ago, okay? Me and my family are overjoyed and happiness, blessings to you and your family. And here's another student, and this was actually less than 30 days, 11,300. And again, here she is right here with some of her packages. And I got 20K months loading. All right, let me see, y'all. What are we saying? All right, let me get back on the black background. I have a small budget, but I have faith. I'm teachable and ready. Awesome. Yeah, you can start with the small budget, y'all. Again, what I love about the arbitrage business model, you do not need a big budget to start. Again, you can start comfortably within your budget between $100 to $500. Because again, you're buying items either in a retail store or online. You do not have to buy in bulk. And I teach you how to do that. I see you, Princess. I haven't forgotten you, hon. All right, let me see, y'all. Any more questions? How do students go by the product on the list? Okay, let me show you. Good question. So with the items list, good question. My students, again, the items list, let's talk about this list, y'all. So I give you the date that I put the item up there. I give you the product. Y'all see this? I give you that ASIN. Remember we talked about the ASIN number? That is how you find the item, list the item the easy way, okay? You'll put that ASIN in on Amazon, and it's going to show you the item. And then you're going to plug it in Amazon Seller Central as far as listing it. And it'll pull up the picture, title, description. That's what the ASIN is, what we talked about. You find it on Amazon and you plug it in Amazon Seller Central. But you learn how to do all that. I give you where the item is selling on Amazon. Like I show you, hey, this is this item selling on Amazon, right? Then I also give you the reviews. I give you the bestseller ranking. Remember we talked about the bestseller ranking and what to look for? Okay, I give you the product category. I give you the customer reviews. I give you the date I put the item up there. I give you the supplier name. That was the question. Somebody said, do you show us, I think, or where do your students go to buy the items? So you can either go physically in a store, like if it's a store in your area, like Walmart could be up there. Let me show you some stores y'all may be familiar with. I'm trying to find Walmart or Target. Okay, y'all see like Walmart. So a lot of you have Walmart, Kohl's, Target, stores like that in your area. Look, Lowe's. So you can either physically go into the store, or if it's not like a store that you go into physically, then you would just do it online. Or even if it's like Walmart or Target and you don't want to go into the store, then you just do online arbitrage and get it from online. If that makes sense, let me know. Put yes or no. But I show you where to get it from. Let me go back. I show you where to get it from. I give you the name, where to get it from, okay? I give you the cost of the item. I give you the cost of the item. I also break down, what else? I even give you the measurements of the item. Like I break down all of that. I give you the profit you would make, the return on investment, and the profit margin. I give you all of that, okay? Let me see. What other questions do we have? Wow, that's great information you give to your students. Yes. How much is the course? The regular price is $997. Right now it's half off for $500. And again, I do offer multiple payment options like Afterpay and Klarna. What do you get? You're going to get, because I know people are constantly coming on, you're going to get the full Amazon training. And this is this right here on my Teachable platform. And again, y'all, this is not an PDF, ebook, something I got from Chat GPT, all that stuff. None of that, okay? This is videos of me walking you through. Y'all see these? Let me show you y'all see this? Walking you through step by step. If y'all been up here from the beginning, the same way I walk you through the free training, I'm walking you through. This is what this look like. This is how you find this. This is how you do this. This is how you send your item in. Walking you through. So you get access to that. And that's lifetime access to the training. And then you'll have access to me, like for coaching and, accountability, mentorship. You can message me or email me if you have any questions, y'all. I have some students I never hear from at all. Never. And then I have some students who message me, hey, what is this? Or, hey, I saw, just ask me a question. And of course, I'm going to respond. And then you'll have access to the daily items list. And that is this right here, what I was showing. Let me see. Do we say, thank you, Kay. Do we say the receipt? Absolutely. Anything you're purchasing, you want to say the receipt or the invoice. Yes, you do. Very good question. All right, I'm just looking through. I got you, Princess. I haven't, I have a small budget. Okay, I think I said that. Where do your students go to purchase? All right, y'all, I'm just making sure I haven't missed anything. Oh my God, I have Afterpay. I know that's right. Yeah, I offer Afterpay and Klarna, y'all. Some people don't. I do. So you definitely want to take advantage. I tell people use it, okay? And then use the rest to get your items to resale. Get a bag, okay? Let me see. All right, I answer how much is the course. All right, y'all, any more questions? I paid for another training, but need your training for sure. Look, I had several. Well, you're the one I saw your being. I thought you was like, oh my God, I paid for another training. I'm telling y'all, I've had several people that have paid for other people's training and nothing, against it or whatever. And then they'll end up coming to me and, like, I want your training. And then they get my training and tell me what they learned. I give them items list. Like I said, I'm very personable. They're able to reach out to me if they have any questions. So yeah, if you feel like, and I know sometimes some of you, number one, okay, it's one or two things. Actually, it's three things. Let me see. Okay. So number one, y'all, a lot of you are just flat out scared to, let me say this. A lot of you are flat out scared to invest. Is not that you scared if the information is going to work. It's that you're not going to do the work to get the results. Does that make sense, y'all? Yes or yes? And I'm just being honest with you. That's why I always say you got to change your mindset. You got to take action. You got to get started, right? That's why I sound like a broken record, okay? It's not even that you are scared to invest. The information is, there and going to help you get the results. You've seen what I do. You probably seen my students' results. You just know you are not going to do the work. That's people number one, category number one. Category number two is people who have invested into themselves, and purchased somebody else's training and they didn't get what they wanted. And because you didn't get what you wanted, now it's like, I'm not doing this no more. And you giving up. You can't do that. Because I've had several people, okay, a lot, more than I can count, who have purchased other people's training. They may have saw me and like, okay, I feel like she can help me. And they end up getting my training and they got results, okay? So that's why you can't be a person number two. Then there's person number three. Person number three is going to come in and know they resonate with me, okay? They see the information, the items list. They know that they can do it, right? They're not scared to invest. And they're going to invest, and then their financial situation is going to change, okay? Because they're going to do the work first. Let me say that, okay? They're going to invest, do the work, and then they're going to get the results that they desire, they deserve, right? And that they want. So you got to find out which person are you. Which person are you? Right? Right or right? Because I know I'm right, y'all. All right, let me see. You make a lot of sense. I want to, but I keep getting stuff that you're gated. Oh, and I'm glad you said that. That gated, y'all, for those who don't know, that means you're not able to sell items on, you're not able to sell in a certain brand or category. Like, let's say, for example, you could be gated in this and you're not able to sell this. So number one, I show you how to get ungated. That's number one. But I show you how not to be focused on having to get ungated, because it shouldn't be you selling like that. I show you how to sell items in the meantime, in between time, because what did I say? There's millions, okay? There's millions of brands that you can sell that are called auto approved. That means you're not gated and you can automatically sell those items. And I know those brands, those items, okay? Again, I've been doing this for 6 years, and that is how my students are able to come in and get results, okay? Like they get. Again, let's go back, because I know everybody wasn't up here. Again, just these 2 students, and I've had plenty of students that have done this. Almost 11,000, y'all. And again, she actually did this less than 30 days since starting your course less than a month ago, okay? Because she was able to know what she could sell. She had the blueprint. She know what she could do, right? She had, let's go back to this. She had the items list. Y'all see this? So I was showing her how to find items in the training, showing her what type of items to sell, showing her bestseller ranking categories, giving her all the information as a bonus, okay? A lot of people don't do this. Is a bonus, okay? I don't have to do this because what I give you in the training is more than enough, okay? Like how, that's the main thing on Amazon is you, let me get on the black background, is you finding items, right? Obviously, you need items to sell to make money, right? I teach you how to do that, how to be a skilled and successful Amazon seller. That items list that I give every day, Monday through Friday, that is a bonus, a extra added bonus because I love my students, because I care about you, because I want you to go ahead and get to the bag and get to the money. Y'all got that? And I give you brands I know you're automatically approved to sell. That's something I don't have to do. I really don't, because it's really up to you. I show you, give you the blueprint, and I show you how to find items. And then from there, I can leave it to you finding items, okay? Because I've given you what you need to get to the bag, right? But again, I go above and beyond. I give you brands I know you're automatically approved to sell. Y'all got that? And that is the difference between me and other people. And that is how my students come in and get those results. Again, let me show y'all again. For the people, you know. And I understand some of you, it may be your first time seeing me. Let me go back. Hold on, y'all. Look, what others are saying. I can't make this up. So it's either I'm lying about how I can help you get to the bag and get the results you want, or all these people is lying. Because even if you don't want to believe this, okay, let's say you're honest because you've been hurt, you've been burnt before, or you just feel like it's not possible. A lot of people don't, and that's some things, a lot of people feel like it's not possible for them to make 10K, 20K plus per month because you've never done it. That's why you don't believe it. That's when you got to use other people's belief, because I'm telling you what I've done, and I'm telling you what my students have done. And I told you that God has no respect to person, okay? If I done it, I got students that are doing it. If you learn, yeah, you got to learn. Take action, stay consistent, then it's something that you can get to, okay? So I said that to say either I'm lying, okay, y'all, because if y'all don't believe me, you may feel like I'm lying. But is all these people lying? And this is just some of them. Y'all got it? So it comes down to you, how bad do you want it? And how bad do you want your life to change? If somebody says I'm watching you in a movie theater with my kids and signing up, girl, I know that's right. That's how I be doing too. I'm serious about making the money. I be in the movie theaters on my phone. They be like, Mom, you on your phone, especially if it's something I'm not into, y'all. I'm all about getting the bag. And I'm telling you, when you get that mindset, that's when your money is going to change. When you change your mindset, that's when your money is going to change. That's when your bank account is going to change. That's when you're going to level up. That's when you're going to boss up, right? That's how you're going to get your money up, okay? That's how you're going to get the things you want for you, your children, your family, your boo, whoever you're trying to get it for, okay? That's how you're going to be able to take them vacations you want. It is possible. You just got to get started, and you got to do the work. It's possible. Look, all these, look, I can show y'all for, look, days. Testimony for days. People. Look. This is somebody who, I think they got ungated. So, y'all, the results are there. The information is there. I broke down the presentation, like all of that information, y'all. All right, any more questions, y'all? Who wants the training? Because I'm about to get off, y'all. I done been up here probably over an hour, almost 2 hours. Who wants the training? Y'all let me know, and I'll walk y'all through one more time how to get it. Let me see. Is it PDF or video? Very good question. It is videos, y'all. It is videos for my visual learners. You know why? Because I made the training with you in mind. Y'all ain't gonna read. That's why I don't sell an ebook. I do have a free ebook, okay? But the ebook is not gonna help you get to the bag. It's gonna give you the information, basically more than what I went over in this free training. So I give you an ebook, and honestly, what I give you in my ebook, some people charge y'all for that. I'm just being honest, to really tell y'all what arbitrage is and online arbitrage and how you can get your items to the customer. You do FBA or do FBM. Like that's basic stuff, okay? I don't charge y'all for that. I do charge you for the training because I know that information in the training can give you the transformation that you want to change your life. The problem is you want to make more money. The problem is you want to change your financial situation. You want to change your life. You got things you want. The job is not giving what it's supposed to give. Maybe you try other business. They fail. You're not getting what you want. The solution is I give you the step-by-step in the training. Let me go back because somebody asked, was it PDFs or videos? These are videos. Let me show you because I know people are constantly coming on. These are videos. Y'all see this? Can y'all see those numbers beside it? And it's even modules inside of it. I break down everything step by step. So these are videos for my visual learners. And it's not something I put together to get some money from y'all. This is years of what I've learned and what I know, okay? I tell y'all, for those who don't know, because I know some people are here, when I first started selling on Amazon, I paid $1,000 for one course. I paid $2,000 for another course. Both of those courses are way more than my course. My course is way less. And I said that to say what I've learned combined in those courses, and I paid for coaches. Those that know me, y'all know. And I've been paying for coaches. Still got coaches to this day that I pay weekly, okay? That's how I know what I know, okay? And all of that information is combined in this training. On top of, look at your neighbor, like they tell you in church. On top of, I give my students daily items list. Every day, breaking it down. The items selling on Amazon. Where to get it from, okay? Giving you the analytics of the item, breaking down the profit per item. How much do you want to make per item? I break down all of that. What is the return on investment you want to make? I break down all of that. Look, right here. Profit margins, return on investment. I break down all. This is a bonus. I don't have to do this, y'all. And I update this every day, Monday through Friday. Just to make it a little more simplified for you, okay? All right, I'm about to get off there. Let me see if I missed anything. Hold on, y'all. I live in the Caribbean. Can you be in the Caribbean and sell on Amazon? Yes. Send me a message, and I'll send you the information for you to double check your area, okay? But I have students in the Bahamas, Jamaica, Mexico, Canada. I'm trying to think, like all over, y'all. Not just the U.S. Not just the U.S. All right, we appreciate you. Is this PDF or videos? I answered that. I need the bag. The bag is there for you to get. Let me see. Okay, I think I answered everything. I most definitely need your training. All right, y'all. I think I've answered everything. I've been up here for a while, so I'm about to get off. I'm in Jamaica. Okay, yes, you can. I have students in Jamaica. Yes, you can. All right, y'all. I'm about to get off. Who's interested in the training? Y'all let me know. And I'll walk you through one more time how to get it. Again, that thing scared me. Thank you, Kay. I think it was a gift that came through the phone. Y'all let me know. I'm going to walk you through how to get it. Again, y'all be careful. There's multiple fake pages of me. I would never message you. So if somebody is messaging you, y'all, it is not me. So y'all be very careful. All right, I'm going to show you. Thank you so much, Kay, for the gifts. I see you. If you're ready to get the training, y'all, again, you're going to click on my picture at the top. Go to my picture at the top. And then it's going to pop up again at the bottom, bottom down here on my profile. It'll come across if you're doing it on your phone. And then once you're on my my page, my TikTok profile, you want to go to the very top. Hold on, y'all. You want to go to the very top right here. You can't miss it. At the very top, this is my bio, my profile. You want to go to the very top. Once you do that, again, it's going to open like this. And you'll be here. And it's this very first tab. The very first one. You can't miss it. The Ultimate Amazon Training. And then again, once you go there, it's going to open like that. And you're going to go to get this one. You can't miss it. The Ultimate Amazon Training. And then again, once you go there, it's going to open like that. And you're going to go to get access. All right, y'all. I think I've answered everything. I'm not even going to butcher your name, hon. All right, let me see. I think I answered everything, y'all. Okay, y'all. I'm about to get off. I got some students I got to get added. Hopefully, you'll be a part of the family, y'all. Again, you get the training. It's videos. It's not a PDF, not an ebook. You get the daily items list. And you'll have access to me as your coach and mentor, y'all. I'm about to get off the live. Y'all have an amazing, blessed, awesome weekend. Remember again, life is what you make it. It's totally up to you and in your control, whether you believe it or not. Some people don't believe it. It's nobody's fault. Nobody's coming to save you. If you're serious about changing your financial situation, then you do what it is that you got to do. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.